Okay, so this is just another tutorial on how to use Bootstrap 5. Okay, now, but this time what we're going to do is we're going to add image already on our Bootstrap layout or Bootstrap HTML file. Now, I already added here a folder called image, and under image, I've just downloaded an image of the internet, and then name it as image_01.jpg. Notice also that I have here CSS and JS as the same level with my image folder. Now, if you want, you can rename actually your image folder into img or images or whatever folder name you wanted it to be. Okay, but I would suggest you don't try to put space in between words. Just make it just one word, or if, let's say, for example, you wanted it to be two words, try to use either underscore or dash. Don't try to put space in between. Okay, so let's now start coding. As you've noticed also, I've already added my HTML template. Okay, CSS bootstrap.css and js.bootstrap.js already. I've also added my title, which is Bootstrap exercise 04. Okay, so let's try to code this time. Wait. Okay, let's try to add our code. So div class container my div. Okay. Then this will serve as our first row. Okay. Let's try to call our first row as our header. Start first row. This will just be a 3-row activity. So, and first row. Okay. Under our first row, let's set to add our header using that particular image. So div class row, then div class for 12, div class again. This time we're going to use card so that we'll already have a default folder, default border, I mean. Then div class card dash body. Okay. This is where we're actually going to add our image inside our div class card body. Okay, so image source, image, then we have your image _01.jpg class. Okay, now in order for us to make it responsive, we're going to add this particular class image fluid. Okay, then try to make it a little bit round, so we're going to add also our class rounded. Okay, then close the image. Okay, let's try to view this particular code on our browser. Okay, we have our Opera. So to reload. Okay, so already have our image. Now, as you've noticed, there's already a border, and it's there's a gap on the top of our header. Okay, then okay, so let's go back to our code. Add some more code. Okay, let me just try to copy this part. Try to edit it a bit. So this will be the start of our second row. We won't be adding any more description on what our second row is. And second row. So to edit this first. Okay. Now, since basically our second row or our bootstrap is made up of 12 columns, what we're going to do is we are just going to divide it by 4. So we're going to have 4 columns under our second row. So let's try to make this one into 4. No, 3. Okay. So then let's just try to copy 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So let's try to check how it will look on our layout. Okay, let's try to reload the page, and we have here at the bottom 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, how do we know, or how will we know that it's responsive? So if we're going to resize the page, as you've noticed, it becomes responsive. Okay, so it will actually adjust. There's also a tool in Firefox and also in Opera. Okay, this, I'm going to right click here, then inspect element, um, dock side. Okay, so if you can see it, we have your dock side. So, oh, it's not actually dock side, sorry. Try to right click here, inspect element. Dock side is actually for the this part. So try to change. Where is it? Here at the bottom. Okay, somehow I actually forgot where it's placed. Anyways, try to we can actually resize. Let's do the same thing by changing uh, the size of our browser. It should have the same reaction also. Okay, so okay, there's no gap in between our header and our second row. So let's try to put the gap this time. Code. Okay. Should be the same by 3. Okay, try to view it again. Our browser, Opera. Okay, try to reload the page. Okay, there's already a gap in between, or call it gutter. There's already a gutter in here. Okay, let's try to add our last row. Try to open again our Visual Studio Code. Okay, so this will be our last row. Start. Third row. Yeah. And end. Okay. What we're not going to do is I'm just going to copy this part. Okay, let's just try to erase this image. Okay, so this is our third row already. Let's try to view this our finished layout in our browser. Okay, open Opera again. Try to reload. Okay, so already you have here at the bottom. So this is a simple 3-row layout with image in Bootstrap.